his slogan, "Yes, we can." We can make our state again worth emulating. We can and we will make our state again worth emulating. It takes some hard work, but yes, we can make it happen. I am not alone in this sentiment. I heard the same thing expressed to me this morning by one state senator, the clerk of the House, the secretary of the Senate, and the Senate Sergeant at Arms. We need to move away from the past and restore our state's greatness. We must make Illinois worthy of emulation. 2 weeks ago, our nation celebrated Abraham Lincoln's 200th birthday. I cannot think of a better place to hold this simulation than here in Springfield. I cannot think of a better place to begin making worthy of emulation than here in Springfield, Mr. Lincoln's home. Those of us who live in Springfield live in Mr. Lincoln's shadow. He looks down from buildings and billboards. You've seen them all coming in. His home is literally across the street, 2 blocks that way. He is buried in Oak Ridge Cemetery, just a little bit down this way. And from the upper floors of this hotel, you can see his tomb on a clear day. Honest Abe is indeed a model for everyone, including those in Illinois government. We should strive to live with his example. We honor this great man's legacy when we follow his example. Let us all strive to honor President Lincoln by following those examples. Socrates said, thought someone was going to roll their eyes at that one. Socrates said, there is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. I think this one good, knowledge, fits with the mission of Model Illinois government. In fact, the purpose of Model Illinois government, as outlined in the MIG-Constitution, is to, quote, foster greater understanding of government and politics through simulation of the government of Illinois and related institutions. This is why you're here this weekend. You are here to learn and grow in your understanding of government politics. Do not let this opportunity pass without taking advantage of it. When you learn about our system of government, you discover ways to make it better. MIG is an educational opportunity rare in America. We heard of 4 states out of 50, 5, including us, and this whole great nation that brings their college students together. So it's very rare. Do not let this opportunity pass without taking advantage of it. Learn as much as you can this weekend. Then take what you learned this weekend back to your campuses and hometowns. Use that knowledge to make Illinois worthy of emulation. This is my 9th, not 8th, and final simulation. It only seems like yesterday that as a freshman delegate in the year 2000, yes, that was long before most of you learned to drive, and probably shave, except the old man over here. When I first stepped onto the House floor 9 years ago on a Friday night, just like you'll do tomorrow night, I was awestruck. It intimidated me. It intimidated me, and I was in awe to stand in the very room that laws are made and the major issues of our time are debated every day. I've been on that floor numerous times since. That feeling never goes away. We go on that floor tomorrow night. You're going to see a little smirk come across my face if you're fortunate enough to see it. It's like home, and I'm going to miss it, I think. I don't know.
You will.
Okay, I'll miss it. Thank you. I learned much in the year 2000, and the education continues to this day. The things I have learned and the people I have met inspire me to become more involved in government. I left MIG 2001, went back to Western Illinois University, my beloved alma mater. Go Next. And joined student government. I served as a dorm senator, 2 terms as senator at large, 5 semesters as the chairman of the SGA Senate Operational Policies Committee, the most powerful committee in the Senate, and was elected the 2002-2003 Senator of the Year. If it wasn't for MIG and what I learned here, I wouldn't have accomplished any of those things. Okay, Walcher, McFarland, Shannon, quit laughing. It is the most powerful committee. As Al pointed out astutely, I have been... You don't point of order in the middle of us.
Yeah.
Finance.
Okay, you're out of order. Thank you.
I'll humor the gentleman for a minute. He was the Finance Special Projects Chair. Big deal. I have been honored to serve in a variety of positions and roles here at MIG over the last 9 years. I was a House Committee Whip that first year. I was a Senate Committee Chair for 2 years. In 2003, I was elected Senate Majority Leader. That was the last time the Republicans had control of the Senate. That was not my fault. That was the voters' fault. Been the Chief of Staff to 2 speakers, Speaker Kovatz and Speaker Keneally, 1 governor, former Governor O'Donnell, and the Secretary for the last 3 years. I've won a couple of awards, but nothing compares to helping the delegates, all of you, learn about and getting involved in the process. That's why I stayed involved so long. Again, do not let this opportunity pass you by without taking advantage of it. MIG has taught me a great deal about politics and government. but I've learned even more about myself as a result of MIG. You also will. I use what I learn every day. I use what I learned at MIG in my everyday life. As a precinct committeeman, a proud Republican precinct committeeman, I have to get out the vote. I think just one.
Yeah, there's one Republican.
One applause line, great. I think pause there for that. The people skills that thank you. The people skills that I learned at MIG, pity applause, thanks, have helped me be more comfortable knocking on doors, registering people to vote, and making sure that they had all the information they needed to make that decision when they go to the polls. Evidently, has it made me a better public speaker? I don't know why. Without MIG, I couldn't do any of those things. Speaking of information, we live in an age where information is all around us. There is no excuse not to be informed. Get the facts. Listen to what people are saying when you go to the polls. Make them earn your vote. Don't give it to them. No one is entitled to anything because of a name or a previous position or their family name, any relatives they may have or anything. We've made those mistakes in the past. Let's not make them here or anywhere else. Make those people earn your vote. Our democracy is ill-served by voters who blindly vote for someone based on the letter next to their name. This may sound strange coming from me, a precinct committeeman, but make them earn your vote. By participating in debate and reading your bills, you are already learning about the issues facing Illinois. Everyone in the legislature has read their bills, so you know what's going on. These are the same bills the House and Senate are taking on. Take back what you've learned here reading those bills. Take back what you're going to learn debating these bills this weekend. Take that back home and be an example for others to emulate. You're going to learn a lot about yourselves. You're going to learn that there's nothing more nerve-wracking than standing on the House floor in front of 100 of your peers to argue a bill, or arguably speaking to 200 people here. You're also going to learn that by doing those things, arguing these bills, knowing these bills, learning these bills, you will become a better public speaker. Take back what you've learned here and be an example for others to emulate. Your debate skills will be honed as a result of your MIG experiences. You will quickly learn how to come up with arguments, sometimes in the heat of the moment. You will also learn the all-important skill of being able to separate those arguments with validity and those that we'll just say don't smell right. Take back what you've learned here and be an example for others to emulate. I'll give you the X-rated version afterwards. You will also quickly learn about campaigning. Although MIG has just started, campaigning is in full effect. Do you want me to cut you off in the middle of your speech? Okay. Campaigning is a part of our political process as old as the nation itself. It is a skill that will come in handy when and if you pursue a career in politics or government. Take back what you've learned here and be an example for others to emulate. Am I boring you, Harrison? Okay, didn't think so. I recently decided to step down as MIG Secretary after 3 years in that position. I did not make that decision lightly. I love this organization and I love the opportunities it provides students across this state. It is truly a showcase of democracy in action. The reason I'm stepping down